We're back again this evening in this place. The 3 days service continues tonight from where we left off last night. Everything is stripped and bare, recalling the stripping of Jesus. We've just had our feet washed in the most intimate act of love that Jesus could offer to the ones he loved until the end. And tonight is the end. Tonight is the night when Jesus is arrested, tried before the religious leaders and Roman government officials, and sentenced to death. Immediately, that sentence is carried out. There's no waiting period. There's no time to reflect. The time has come. Or, in John's Gospel, Jesus' hour is here. And it's dark. I don't mean just because it's bare and the color of the day is black. Jesus goes out across the Kidron Valley with his disciples to a garden. Judas comes and brings a detachment of soldiers with the police and the chief priests and the Pharisees, and they come with lanterns and torches and weapons. You don't need lanterns and torches if it weren't dark. Tonight, Jesus is surrounded by darkness. Tonight, we are surrounded by darkness. No one likes the dark. Our eyes don't adjust as clearly when it's dark. We tend to bump into things, and frankly, the darkness can just be scary at times. Darkness is all-encompassing. It crowds in on us. It chokes out the light. Barbara Brown Taylor, in her most recent book, Learning to Walk in the Dark, writes this: one of the main things that tip people toward garden variety depression, Miriam Greenspan says, is a low tolerance for sadness. It is the inability to bear dark emotions that causes many of our most significant problems. When we cannot tolerate the dark, we try all kinds of artificial lights, including but not limited to drugs, alcohol, shopping, shallow sex, and hours in front of the television set or computer. There are no dark emotions, Greenspan says, just unskillful ways of coping with emotions we cannot bear. Suffering comes from our reluctance to learn to walk in the dark. Sometimes walking in the dark is necessary, especially today. Sure, we never like Good Friday. We never like to watch or read or imagine the suffering of other people. Jesus walks the way of suffering tonight for us so that we would ultimately have enough light to see that as he stands in front of us, Jesus is, I am. Jesus asked the guards and the police in the garden this evening who they are looking for. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe they can't see him, or maybe they don't know him, but normally in our day and age, it isn't us who are asking the police the questions. They are the ones who are asking the questions. But Jesus tells them 3 times, I am. I am is the divine name for God, especially in Hebrew for the Jewish people. The crux of the gospel in John is that Jesus is God in the flesh. Jesus is the one standing before us. Jesus is the one who is willing to come into the darkness. Because as we remember from the beginning of John's Gospel, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness does not overcome it. Sometimes we have to be in darkness, whether we like it or not. But even in the darkness, we are never alone. Whether it's depression or addiction or anxiety or emotion or economic trouble or health issues, we are never alone in the darkness. God always is with us in the darkness. Jesus always walks in the darkness. The Holy Spirit remains with us in the dark places, reminding us of the light that is still there, even though at the time we might not be able to see it. Tonight is our night to walk in the dark. It's our night to get caught up in the darkness that surrounds us, the darkness of a system that does what it does to Jesus. This night is filled with all kinds of emotions, some of them ones that we don't want to bear. But even tonight, we're not alone. Look around. Look at each other and behold the I Am who is in our sisters and brothers. Walking in the dark takes patience, and tonight we get to practice walking together in the dark. This journey that Jesus takes into Jerusalem tonight is the same one we are called to take with him. We too are to drink the cup that has been given to us. The only way out of darkness is through it. So let's go through the darkness together down the Via Dolorosa.